Metaphysical endnote number 4, the 6 levels of consciousness. This explains how our minds work and why we are often in conflict with ourselves. Sigmund Freud wasn't a psychic, not officially at least, and that's why he would disagree with me. He would argue that there are only 3 levels of consciousness, the ego, the id, and the superego. But after years of tuning into the whole mind, my experience tells me that there are indeed 6 layers, which though largely separate, can and do communicate with one another. Imagine these levels of consciousness as horizontal layers in a pyramid, starting at the base and working upwards. The soul, situated at the base of the pyramid, is the foundation and largest of the layers. It is your essence, yours for all eternity. When we reincarnate, I believe that part of our soul stays at home in the world of spirit, while a large part is also embedded with the spirit in the physical body. This might account for our deep fear of abandonment or always searching for wholeness, as we subconsciously know that a part of us is somewhere else. The spirit, second from the bottom, is the spirit, which is an aspect of the soul expressing in this lifetime and constitutes our personality, our gifts, and challenges. Whatever the spirit learns, it takes back to the soul, adding to the soul's overall evolution. The third layer is the vast subconscious. It is a limitless data bank which holds everything that has ever happened to you, been thought or said in this or any other lifetime. Scary. The subconscious can recall in acute detail conversations, events, and feelings from any time period or dimension when you, A, trigger those memories, B, go into hypnosis, C, dream, or D, access the subconscious through the alpha state. Like a computer hard drive, the subconscious accepts whatever belief systems are programmed into it, and therefore it is this level that drives our lives. Agreements, contracts, karma, fate, or destiny are all implanted into the subconscious, and it steers us automatically in the direction that our souls and our spirits agreed upon. How do you know what beliefs you are holding in your subconscious? Just look at your life, your relationships, your health, and your level of abundance. Your results reflect your beliefs. Above the subconscious is the alpha state. At this level, you can access your subconscious, where you can be hypnotized and change belief systems. The alpha is a relaxed state, where you can do effective creative visualization, meditate, receive visions and premonitions, and daydream. It is a state we experience just before dropping off to sleep and when watching TV. The alpha is also the state I put myself into when doing readings. It is from this level that I scan all the levels of consciousness in your mind. At the top of the pyramid is the conscious mind, where the ego lives, the separate I. It is our daytime waking state. I call this the pea-brain part of the mind, as it is so small and limited compared to the other levels. The conscious is the only level of mind that experiences separation from other consciousness, and so it is also the only level to experience fear. The purpose of the ego is to act as a small filter through which we perceive and receive the data from our world. This filtering process is designed to prevent the ego from going into overload, splitting off from itself, or descending into the chaos of insanity. Of course, when pushed, the ego can be overwhelmed. Ego is also the level of mind that judges our experiences, decides on our beliefs, and files them away into the subconscious. Much of this we do through the process of dreaming, and yes, we all dream. The sixth and final level does not sit in the pyramid, but extends up and out from the top of the pyramid, stretching into infinity. This is the higher self, the access to your spirit guides and your higher power. It is limitless. Your guides represent aspects of who you are in the process of becoming. Metaphysically, access to the higher self is represented by your crown chakra, which is the energy vortex located on the top of your head. From my alpha state, I tune into all these levels when I read your mind. The difference in vibration and density tells me which level I am reading. The more attuned we are to ourselves, the more the various levels of consciousness vibrate in harmony with one another. However, sometimes our ego mind wants something other than what our subconscious is driving us toward, creating conflict within ourselves. Conflicts are most common between the subconscious, where our programming lives, and the ego, our waking state, where fear lives. So despite my constant words of encouragement to my mother, that she could move on, do anything with her many talents, find happiness again, her image of low self-esteem was so deeply entrenched in her subconscious, which is why she attracted this situation in the first place, that my support fell on deaf ears. What I didn't realize at the time was that she needed to change her subconscious, not just her conscious state. But can you change the beliefs in your subconscious mind? Absolutely.